Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Matan Newcomb, and this is my best friend, my good friend, Miss Sutter.
Thank you for having me today. I've been so excited to do one of your shows with you today.
And today the topic is anti-Semitism. What is anti-Semitism, Miss Sutter?
So anti-Semitism is a word that has two parts. The first part is anti, and it means against. And Semitic is actually a word that represents people who speak the Hebrew language. So put it together, anti-Semitism means prejudice against the Jewish community.
How does anti-Semitism affect our culture? How does it affect our religion?
Yeah, so anti-Semitism is perhaps the oldest form of prejudice. It's been around thousands of years. So as you can imagine, it's picked up speed and it's become quite a big problem in today's day and age. And it can affect young people and old people and everyone in between, both emotionally and socially, and in worst case scenario, physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can hurt a person's feelings. It can hurt for who they are.
Yeah, it can hurt a person's feelings for sure. It can also be dangerous and be very intrusive on a person's everyday life.
Yeah.
So we really want to do all we can to fight against anti-Semitism.
Yeah. What can you do if you experience anti-Semitism? What if another person experiences it? It doesn't matter who they are. If say an Orthodox Jew, what would they do if they experience it? And
it's a really good question.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism can take many, many forms. A young person like yourself might hear a peer make a bad joke, a joke that they say is in the name of being funny, but it's really very insulting.
It can be offensive.
It certainly can be offensive, and it is offensive. And those jokes can then lead to bigger things.
Yeah.
And we know that the end result on the spectrum of it is perhaps, a dangerous situation where someone's in danger. So what can one do? What can a young person do? Maybe who's neurodivergent, someone who has learning differences. What can they do if they experience it? Well, first off, it's really important to stay calm.
To stay calm in the situation. Tell another person, get help.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So one thing people can do if they experience anti-Semitism is turn to a trusted adult who can help steer and guide you, to help you to process it and figure it out.
Yeah.
And then, why it's important to stay calm is because you can gauge the situation.
Yeah.
And if the situation is not safe, I would suggest that you remove yourself and leave right away and get help. And if the situation is safe and you feel comfortable, I would suggest calling the person out on their anti-Semitic comment and tell them that's not funny. Label it, say that's anti-Semitic, and tell them how it makes you feel. What could you say?
I really feel offended for what you just said. It really hurts my feelings, and I could use an apology, please.
That's a great thing to say. I'm really proud of you. And you could also explain to them, why it's dangerous, what those kind of comments have led to historically in the past. Things like the Holocaust started with bad jokes.
Yeah.
And then it can lead to something else. So it's very important to call it out if you see it. And don't allow anti-Semitism to become normal.
No.
No. That's the most important thing.
And don't let it affect yourself.
Absolutely. And that's a really great point. I mean, what can the Jewish community do to stay positive in the face of so much anti-Semitism today? What can we do?
What can the Jewish community do to keep positive during these difficult times?
Yeah, it's tough. What are some things you do?
I take deep breaths. I kind of take walks, but I'm gonna say this: when I get on my phone, it gets my anxiety up. It things that, like the news.
Yes.
Like when I see the news online, it just triggers me.
What a smart point to bring up, Matan, because watching so much, chaos in the world can make us feel very uncomfortable. And so one of the things you mentioned was breathing and meditating, perhaps prayer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Another thing that's really important is for the Jewish community to remain connected to peers, to Jewish organizations, to family. Make sure that you take part in taking joy in all the celebrations, because the Jewish community really celebrates remembering. And so take part in those community activities. Jewish unity is really the single thing that has protected us for thousands of years. So I think we should do more of that.
We should spread awareness, like spread love.
Well, I think that's the perfect way to end the segment. The most important thing that we can do as a community is to stay positive and spread love.
Spread love to other people.
There you go. And thank you for having me today. I really enjoyed talking with you about this topic.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.